Yo, what up, gamers and Bitcoiners? Today I'm very pumped to introduce you here to Sergej from Bitrefill. Welcome here.
Hello. Just posting this on Twitter as well, so that they can join in. Happy to be here. Thanks for inviting me, Carlos.
Nice, a pleasure, man, as always. So yeah, so how's been everything going with Bitrefill lately? I mean, you guys have been pumped with sales. I saw that on Twitter coming along. That's fantastic.
Yeah, we're doing good. I mean, Bitcoin is doing good, and that makes it good for us. We're for those who don't know, we're a service for buying whatever you want with your sats. So on Bitrefill, you can buy a gift card for a lot of different things, and constantly new products and brands being added. And so yeah, I mean, when Bitcoin is going up, we always encourage people to don't sell your Bitcoins, right? But we know that every time somebody buys Bitcoins, somebody else sells Bitcoins. So we're sort of, like, you shouldn't sell your Bitcoins, but if you're gonna do it, here's an excellent solution, right? Because you can you get the products right away, and you can do this with some amount of privacy. You don't need to sort of go all the way through your bank. It's just click, and you're done. And you can be shopping or ordering takeaway or buying games, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually like that, especially the privacy elements. So routing a payment through Tor in Lightning Network to your channels is something that I've not done yet, but whenever I do a purchase on Bitrefill, I'm always wondering, oh man, I actually should go for a Tor payment. I don't know, do you guys process so many payments over the Tor network through Lightning Network?
That's a good question. I don't know the answer to it. I think there is some. The site works with Tor, and we are, we consider ourselves to be a privacy-minded company to the extent that we can be, given that there are certain rules and regulations that we need to follow. But yeah, the site should work with the Tor browser, and the Lightning Network works with that and has certain privacy. So yeah, you can shop online without leaving a bunch of trails with a bunch of different companies.
Yeah, absolutely. So I have some couple of questions here that I was wondering to go, and the first one is interesting. I mean, how many countries do you guys operate? I've seen that you guys are not yet in the States, but you guys are very much.
Sure, we are.
Are you guys in the States already?
Absolutely, it's our biggest country. We have some 70 countries that we have gift cards in, and 170 something where we have phone refills of prepaid phones. Plus, we have certain products that are really available everywhere. I guess like Steam, for example. Actually, that changed recently, so never mind. But some products are available globally.
Oh, that's cool. I wasn't aware of that though. But that's pretty much that's interesting. Though.
Yeah, we like to be, like the future of finance shouldn't really have so much borders, right? So we sort of. Because we're in a country, we have products from that country, right? And we maybe run some ads for it, but we don't necessarily have somebody on the ground. Although we are working with a network of ambassadors, people that are working with us part-time to sort of community manage and spread the word. Maybe you've seen lately we've been posting on Bitrifill's Twitter videos about, like, today there was one about like living on Bitcoin in Vietnam. Last week there was living on Bitcoin in the UK, and so on. and in Nigeria, and like very here and there. Trying to encourage the circular economy that we're all building.
Absolutely. I mean, we're down for that. That's what we do at Stoch's game. The fact of making games is just to feature circular economies. The fact to money comes in, comes out, and the same value can be extractable. That's what we are down for it as well.
Yeah.
Nice. And how do you see? I mean, how do you foresee the broad adoption of Bitcoin development with online purchases, especially with what you guys are doing, which is probably one of the biggest adoption tools you guys can provide?
Right. Well, I mean, we have to be aware that we are a niche within a niche, right? Crypto is a niche already, and we are the part of crypto that is using it to buy things, right? So it's a niche within a niche, and as such, I think that one needs to do things like us, meaning that you have all products all over the world, and that's enough to build a meaningful company. But if you're one little e-commerce store that's selling specific spices or what have you, it will be difficult to do that entirely on Bitcoin, simply because it's there's relatively few people that are using it like that. But we are seeing interesting developments, and I think interesting developments are both in the media space, where there's sites that let people publish content and get paid in sats, and we have in the gaming space, such as yourselves, games that try to build enlightening and make it help people to win awards and prizes and so on, and sort of live in that economy. And at the end of the day, it comes down to, again, maybe this is the interesting question. If I can bounce back a question to you, is Bitcoin a game?
Is Bitcoin a game? Yeah, I mean, the question is, maybe the killer application for Bitcoin would be a game. That's what I'm wondering.
No, I mean, if Bitcoin as a whole, I mean, it has game-like dynamics, right? I mean, it has a number, several different numbers, and if they go up, it's good. If you have more sats, it's better than fewer sats. It's there's different.
I got it now. Yeah, it's a score-based game, right? I mean, I would classify that as a very complex game that you have to. And a very complex and colorful game. I mean, colorful from the social aspect of it, so much going on,
exactly.
And at the same time, kind of complex inside. But it kind of goes with a kind of a gaming environment, from my opinion. You have to follow some rules. You have some incentives to follow this, and it's addictive as a game too. So I think that kind of becomes a game if you actually go from that viewpoint.
Yeah. Has certain, there's a storytelling and narrative, everything from Satoshi, and then you go down the rabbit hole and explore and learn about different sides of it. And there is what is mining, and there's the technical aspects that you need to maybe master to some extent, and so on. And what's the hardware wallet, and what's all of the stuff that we discuss on the conferences.
Let me see if I can show you something if it's available, because speaking of this is actually quite interesting. One of our first projects, it was this kind of 8-bit platform. It was Satoshi.games at the beginning. Now it's called play.satoshi.games. And we kind of did a game about Bitcoin being a game. So this actual story, we are just driving through it. We kind of made a game. And it's interesting, though. I mean, let me show you if I can show you, because it's a text-based game where you can jump into the actual narrative of the elements, and we actually call it. I think it was the name. Let me know. The name was The Legend of Satoshi, and I think it's available. And maybe I can stream. Yeah, let me show you. Actually. So let me put this here.
Bring it up.
And this is the one. And for everyone that wants to come and play, just go to play.satoshi.games. This actually is very buggy. We just leave it as a legacy of our brand, the way we started, the way this project came up. And yeah, if you come here, this is the way I access. You come here to play and go to down and go to the Legend of Satoshi, play. That's pretty cool because you can, the global economy is dead, banks get freezing, and you have to create cipher Bitcoin. And then this starts to happen. So you have this economic bubble, which is making national economy bleed, and this and this. And then you start off jumping into a narrative that you have to select some things, and now you have to keep mining Bitcoin. Banks become skeptical. So this kind of funny elements is something that we did. We did Bitcoin a game, as we were describing.
Cool.
So yeah, if you want to have a go, it's interesting. So as a part of a game, it's interesting. So we just received an email from Halfini. Okay, let's go back to the actual. Element. So we have some questions around some Q&A already. So people are saying hi, and some of the questions is, what is the biggest hurdle for adoption?
There is no real hurdle for adoption. I think that. I think. I mean, look, people spend Bitcoins when they want to spend Bitcoins, right? And there is nothing technically preventing them from doing that. Over time, as the economy will grow, more people will be using the Bitcoins to buy things. It has significant benefits versus selling Bitcoins in an exchange. But we also need to be aware that a lot of people buy Bitcoins specifically to hodl them and wait for them to go up, which means that these are people that are today not customers of ours, so they're not participating in the adoption economy. But guess what? Eventually, as demand goes up and as more people are looking to buy Bitcoin, that what that does is that it drives the price of Bitcoin up, and driving the price of Bitcoin up encourages people to sell some Bitcoins and to buy stuff, and that goes into this economy that we're building. And so there's no real hurdles, but it's not this one thing that one little app or service can solve on its own. It's a big thing, but I would say that the most actionable, if you encourage somebody to buy a Bitcoin, then in effect that's causing somebody else to sell a Bitcoin, and that goes into the economy. So it's all good. Buying Bitcoins, selling Bitcoins, using Bitcoins. It all creates this economy. It's just that we need to be aware that it's still relatively small, and so it takes a bit of time. And this is why we have services like Bitrefill, so that people can use their coins to buy stuff without actually going through the hassle of convincing the merchants of, hey, you should accept crypto, and here is the debate about replaced by fee, and what your views should be on that, and here is stable coins, and here is today we had the Ethereum hard fork, and all of this stuff, right? If there is, when there is a market, there will be services. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, that's market behavior. Sometimes, especially with kind of industries like those, which are kind of that skeptical, that becomes tribes. So you can have this tribe which are building on this technology, which is confronted with another tribe, and there is more cannibalism in these kind of tribes than kind of cooperation to create the actual end result, which is the actual technology integration, which kind of reflects how tribalism can take place between this industry and kind of fucks up things. Yeah,
I think that there is. I think that. I mean, obviously there is that, and there is this weird thing in that, and there's a scientific word for this that I forgot now, but like how groups always tend to hate not the groups that are opposite, but they tend to hate groups that are exactly the same except for one little thing, and we hate that, right? And and in crypto we see this very beautifully, and how these
I'm reading out.
communities fracture over some little thing, and then they super hate each other and they kind of forget. And eventually we get to the point. I mean, we already have today, I think many Bitcoiners think it's a better idea to use fiat than to use Ethereum, and that's weird. Right. I mean, you can have whatever views you want about Ethereum, but presumably it's still closer to the ethos that was building than the system that we're out to replace. But I also think that it's important to I think to mention from the perspective of somebody running a business is that there is the debate on Twitter, and Twitter is built in that things that are controversial and cause drama bubble up, and it's easy to perceive it as that there is more conflict than it needs to be. And I would say that we have a very large amount of customers that okay, Bitrefill supports these coins, and I'll use those coins, and some other service uses another coin, and for a lot of people don't necessarily care about the infighting, and so I would say that the community is from the perspective of users, right, and the group of users of Bitcoin or of crypto is much broader than the members of the community on social media, right? And from the perspective of the users, it's not that big of a divide. There is the orange Bitcoin, and then there is the diamond-shaped Bitcoin, and then there is the silvery Bitcoin, and so on. And then there was the Bitcoin with the Doge on it. And
it's quite of a colorful community, segmented community, I would call it too. Yeah. So let's move on. So let's talk about gaming a little bit. We like games. So
yes,
the platforms like Steam, have their power on users, kind of fucked up things. We don't like that. What do you think? How do you see a user-centric platform? Not the actual ICO shit with decentralized platforms, nothing like that. I mean, more like something that where developers can have way more movement of action, they can have more range of action, and they can interact more with user assets by using this technology. I mean, using Bitcoin as a Lightning, Bitcoin through Lightning Network as a economic payment solution within games, some assets as liquid assets or something that can be extractable of games to use it on different games and can have more utility over games. So how do you see that scenario where not only circular economies, but actually circular experiences between assets too within games?
Yeah, to be honest, I don't know if I'm the best person to answer this question. I mean, it's one very simple thing is that games have currencies, and they all have some type of in-game gold and whatever, and that gold is stuck in the game. Whereas if you're using Sats, then you can use it in one game, and then you can use it in a different game, for better and for worse. I mean, that it gives more power to the player, but probably at the expense of some of the games. But then again, maybe it becomes a thing that many smaller games use the new and open technology to compete against the bigger games, who will then be looking to lock customers in. I don't know. I'll give the question actually.
Yeah. Well, my opinion that this is what I'm building though. So I'm all in that current models are very much asphyxiating users and game developers, and only a minority of the people are getting the majority of the cake. So becoming a monopoly of big guys that they are that big that you cannot fight against those, but they cannot have that movement and rate to implement new technology. So this is actually what we're using against that. So so that's why I believe that circular economies, circular utility experiences within the games itself are gonna be the future. It's kind of the monopoly of Blockbuster when they have all of the video clubs and all of that physical stores where you used to go rent a movie, you watch in the place. Now it's different where you can go in, come out, and the movie. It's different in the sense of the circularity of the product, but the freedom that goes for the user kind of liberates the power of the experience when consuming a product.
Yeah, and I mean, I think we have a big trend in the world that everything goes into over time towards more openness, and money-like systems do as well. And just think of, I guess Netflix is a good example. Like there was a time when Netflix was considered to be this innovation, and we those of us who are developers would read tech blogs from Netflix people about how they built their thing, right? And today it's like I turn on my Apple TV and I have 6 different Netflixes, right? And they all have, I mean, the core feature is I click on my show and it starts playing, and they all have that, right? And so suddenly you went from, okay, this one thing took over the whole industry, now there's a bunch of different of these things, and eventually probably we're going to land, I would guess, in a continued decoupling to the point where, hey, I just want to watch this show, I'll pay for this show $1 or whatever it costs, or 10,000 sats. And I think something similar probably is going to happen with games, but it's hard to know because it probably will look very different. Like games will pop up with different, a little bit like how Minecraft popped up, and it was like it threw everything off because is it even a game, and and people were discussing that because it was so outside of the reference frame of what people perceived that this is a game.
Kind of similar to what we started talking now about Bitcoin being a game, though.
Right, and like maybe there is going to be entirely different models for this. This is hard for me to know. I'm not the biggest gamer myself, so it's hard. But I mean, there was a time when games were sold in boxes in special stores, right? And you would go home with CDs, and then there was the Facebook game time, and then there was the casual gaming with what's it called, Candy Crush, and those, and the what's the one when you shoot Angry Birds?
Angry Birds,
right. So like there are these paradigms, and what paradigms of gaming will be enabled by seamless transfer of money? I don't know. I will ask you.
I think that's in my opinion, that's what I believe. This is a change of the paradigm. It's completely changing, and the way that the users are reacting. I mean, once they care about privacy, they care about or they understand value, then I think it's easier to make it happen. And going back to one specific statement you were saying, I that is very, very, it's very interesting to this topic, is that gamers, you were mentioning the games that already have a coin inserted. So the actual learning curve for teaching gamers to use how to use Bitcoin is way easier to go through if you are not a gamer, because you are not that as trained to interact with a gaming economy. So that kind of leverage as well the power of the decentralized economies on Bitcoin, which is important about within the actual scenario. So that's my opinion. And something else to add, I think it's time for a good announcement. We've been working together to integrate Bitrefill, and the system works wonderful. So thrilled that it's so smooth. And actually, let's show some cool skins we made for Bitrefill, and then let me show how it works in the platform, because that's super exciting from my point of view. So you ready, Sergej?
Yes, let's go.
So let's go.
Yeah.
So that's the one.
Freaking cool.
Yeah. I think this is a point change in the system. I mean, so moving from earn Bitcoin playing games is like earn value playing games, and you choose either to withdraw the value from a Bitcoin opportunity or a different commodity where you can withdraw safely, instantly, and even though privately, using Tor. So that's kind of wild.
Yeah, you can.
So, yeah.
I guess eventually, I look forward to the day when we hear that there is, people making a living inside of Light Nite. I guess probably there will be eventually celebrities and the World Series of Light Nite, things like that, Twitch-based models and all of that stuff.
Nice. Yeah. With tweets.
I'm asking you. I mean, I'm just imagining.
No. Yeah. I think so too. I mean, especially with those models where you're gonna stream and then you can tax that game time and being able to export it from time to value to Netflix. It's interesting though. So yeah, especially with streamings like tweets. I think it's wild. I think it's wild from my opinion. So what else? What else do you have in mind? I mean, have you been playing Light Nite before? Now we're gonna be playing Light Nite after. We have as well some surprises to show to the community, and yeah, how good at you are Light Nite yet? I mean, have you been training during these days?
I have achieved a physical mouse. So I have that. I think this maybe says a little bit about the level that I'm at. I guess I'm a easy frag, but yeah, looking forward to playing a little bit.
Nice. Yeah, we'll be playing now. Let's go now back again to the assets. That's the assets model. So what about, let me actually share the screen. So you're gonna show the assets that they are in the Explorer where you can check them out. So those are the ones. So have you been using Liquid before? Liquid Network?
Yeah, I have tested it out.
And what do you think about it? Do you like it? I mean, as a side chain, I think it's pretty useful. I mean, we've been doing some assets here, relating them to skins we have, and it brings so many interesting properties for interacting with the skins in the game.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, we have here this blue astronaut from Bitrefill, the actual one, and the white one, and this one with the all retro logo. So when was this? When was this logo? This was kind of 10 years ago. I mean, 10 years ago. Sorry.
How many years ago? Maybe 2 years ago or something like that.
2 years.
It's hard to tell. But I thought it would be funny if a little bit like when you're playing like FIFA or NHL games, and you can have a retro jersey on your players.
Yeah.
This is, I mean, crypto is new, so I guess this is as retro as it gets. The original Bitrefill logo.
Yeah. The good thing is like now it's never gonna, come out. It's never gonna be disappear anymore. Since now it's gonna be this retro style in Light Nite. So you always will remember this old school style.
Exactly.
That's cool. That's cool as well. Yeah, let's go now and showcase the actual Bitrefill integration, which in my opinion is very, very interesting as well. So let me share again the screen. So if everything goes well and there is no direct issues, this will happen seamlessly. So far we've been doing well. No issues at the moment, which I'm surprised. Normally on live, always issues are happening. Always. So that's me here. By the way, I forgot to mention it, but I think it's pretty obvious. We do it every event that we have. So we're gonna do a giveaway of all of the skins that they are from Bitrefill. So guys, just participate. Go to the event.lightnite.io, put their email, and then we'll do a draw, and then we'll give away a few skins to the guys participating. Yeah, so that's for everyone who doesn't know yet. That's the way we go. So it's pretty easy. We have some satoshis here that we got just playing the game. We call them withdraw. we click on bit refill, and now boom, now it's straight. Just select whatever we want to spend on. Let's say I want to spend on some Steam balance. Well, fuck the competence. Let's do something different. Let's go for let's go for Amazon, which is let's do some 10 euros. So we add it to the cart. We go to checkout. I think I have here my mobile phone. Well, that's pretty straightforward. It opens my that's pretty handy. It opens my actual node, my web goal extension, which is like MetaMask but for Lightning. And I just click on confirm payment, and it goes smooth. Payment detected, and boom, I have this copied already and ready to spend it straight ahead. And now, well, as soon as I start checking this, I already have my Amazon butcher. That was fast, though, by the way. That was very fast.
And the cool thing is, I mean, people probably don't understand what happens under the surface here, but there was actually a Lightning payment that happened there. If I'm understanding everything correctly, I haven't been involved with the
absolutely.
integration. And that's just think about that. Like what happened here is that like we don't have Bitrefill doesn't hold the balance with Light Nite, and Light Nite doesn't hold the balance with us. We don't owe anybody anything. This is like a transaction that happened through an integration and a business partnership that does not have like a whole financial component.
Yeah.
I mean, like oftentimes, and especially in our business, like partnerships always involve like a big negotiation, like who pays whom and in advance or postpaid or prepaid, and how many days in advance, because we need to deal with the present of banking, and a bank transfer takes some time and all of that. Whereas here it's like it's just seamless, and it's like there's an integration of covering a little bit of JavaScript and plugging it in with the withdrawal system that you guys have with the payment module, and it's super seamless, and the user doesn't even need to see a QR code or anything. They just click, and it's done. And I really think that this type of thing is going to be. I mean, like once you do partnerships like this, all of the other kind of partnerships kind of suck.
Absolutely.
Like where you need to have these big financial terms and this and that, and involve the CFO and blah blah blah. And here it's just click, and it's done.
And this is smooth. I love it. I mean, the fact that I and there are a few things I love it about this partnership. The first one is I agree. This independence, this economical independence from a partnership point of view is great. We'll have no custody over your clients, balance. We don't send any data about our clients to you, neither from your side. Everything very clean, very transparent, and very professional. Just iframe, go straight to the point, pay, and straightforward. That's what I most like from the operational partnership point of view. Now, from the user experience, this is probably my favorite one. I mean, the fact that together with just a Chrome extension, or it doesn't matter. Maybe you have a Strike wallet. This wallet that doesn't really gives friction for non-Lightning users. So the fact to do a Lightning Network payment that easy, that doesn't seem like a Lightning payment, it kind of brings the adoption wild. I mean, it's incredible. I mean, it didn't take long. It just was a few clicks. There was a Lightning payment involved. And maybe the user who did it, in this case, it was me, but any traditional gamer could do this and don't even know about Bitcoin. And it works. You saw balance, coming in, coming out.
And I mean, just imagine that probably, I think in the future, there will be a day when every service and all money is always a little bit like that. And already, I mean, if we see that the life of Bitcoiners is in some ways, what the life will be looking like for people, I would say, and just as Bitcoiners, like we have some sats here, a couple of sats there, and if it becomes a meaningful amount, we'll withdraw it to something that we hold the private keys to ourselves, but we can also seamlessly deposit it, and we can teleport it from A to B, and like it's an interesting world, and it's very efficient. Like if you study cash flow and so on, it's also like there's a lot of efficiency in this, in that there's no need to lock up a bunch of working capital, things like that.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's key for Bitcoin mass adoption for sure. Not only I'm not saying about Light Nite, don't trying to be centric about this product or anything at all, even though I'm super enthusiastic about it. Is the fact to create products that they're focused for those adopters, which are not the eager ones. So that's what brings the difference when builders are building products for the majority of people, not for the minority or the technical guys. So that's a challenge, though. That's a big challenge. But yeah, let's go for something different, interesting, and new. Let's do something new. We've been working very much on something we couldn't deliver during the last event, and now we at least have done something better, which is at least having something stable to show. And after that, we could go and play some Light Nite COVID mini game. And you can stream it after I stream something, because we've been able to finally do a minimum multiplayer version that I'm very much happy to showcase. So yeah, let me see how is it possible to stream it, and then let's go ahead. Let me share my screen. Oh, that's the one. That's the different one. This is the one. Okay, so if everything is correct, this should be working. Okay, maybe this is taking a little bit. So we have a bunch of guys in the Discord channel, in the community channels where we have some voice channels there. They're playing some games. So now people can start playing the actual game, finally. And yeah, people are quitting the room. Let me actually exit it and screen again. If it doesn't work this time, I'll try another one, but we can go and play the single player if you want. You ready for it?
Asking me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Go.
Let's see if this works. Let's do another chance. I hope it does. If it doesn't, let's put the single player while in the background I try to fix it. All right, it works. I'm sharing my screen at the moment. Yeah. That's cool. So multiplayer, finally. Let's see if I can kill anyone. I'll actually mute myself here and put the other microphone so you can listen to the sound. All right. Can you hear me twice or just once?
Just once.
See nobody.
Can you make a sound in the game? Yeah, we hear that too. Yeah.
Okay. I'm alone here. Where's everyone else? I see nobody, and I was about to show the multiplayer. I'm feeling kind of dizzy now. Okay, I'm gonna go up. Maybe I have some visibility. Oh, that was a bug. Whoa, what happened there? Some clipping issues. I think, yeah, there are 3 players around. I can't see anybody. If anyone is playing this stream together with me, can you guys meet me at the end of the map here where I am in the actual room where the bands are? So we can play. Let's see if I can see anyone. Okay, this looks more than a death match, a kind of hide and seek game. Oh, I cannot even move in. Damn. Okay, let me try to reconnect again. I don't think this is gonna work. If it doesn't work, which we were playing before, or with live stream issues happening the same way, let's do it once again. I mean, there's 2 people around now.
Maybe you can tell us how, while you search for the other guys, how can one win sats in the game? For those who haven't played it yet.
Yeah, absolutely. So there are some game modes in the game, like the COVID mini game, where
you have some echo now.
Huh?
There's some echo.
I have the echo now. Okay, now it's better, right? Okay, perfect. Yeah, better. Can you?
Yes.
Can you hear me? Okay, so there are some game modes in the game where you can play. And in this case, we have this COVID mini game, which has 3 hours time span, and you can play every 3 hours and then go ahead and earn some Bitcoin. There are some score elements, such as you have some viruses, you have some bases, and then you got some. And then you got some, I think is time issues. Yeah. So if you make it to kill the majority of viruses in time, then and they don't kill you, and then you kill as well the bases, then you get an amount of a combination of satoshis and skins. Then if you have, depends of your score, you get more and you get less. So this is how we are incentivizing debugging. So the fact that we are actually using and testing, the fact that we are using this element, well, it's cool. You know, earn Bitcoin playing games is always cool. But our biggest element earning Bitcoin is not that. Actually, we're not giving away Bitcoin for free. We're not just incentivizing debugging and testing. The fact that we are actually making this in the future is by creating a more competitive element where users can put their skins as a collateral, and that's the way that it works. So yeah, so that's pretty much how people can earn Bitcoin in the game at the moment, playing during these events where every 3 hours they can join, play, and stack some sats or skins. And during the more competitive modes, they can play more competitive by putting their skins as a collateral, and then they go and they fight against each other. If you lose, you lose your skin, the other one gets the skin, you can sell it in the market for satoshis and for Bitcoin, and then you can cash out your profits with, you know, Lightning or Bitrefill. So that's the way it works. That's the incentive mechanism behind the Light Nite game. Let me see, because now it seems that 3 guys are joining the room. This let me see if I can rejoin again, and that's the last chance I'm doing it, because this is looking very dark. Yeah, I missed
the videos went well. The game mostly works except for the opponents. But...
Yeah. So let me see if that goes. And I think this is the last chance we are testing it. I have a good feeling. You know, I'm reading my messages from my team that they are behind the scenes, telling me quit and rejoin now. I always read the message late, so whenever I do these 30 seconds punch go after, I kind of got this message in time, so maybe this time is the one that is gonna work. Okay, we'll see. If that doesn't work, fuck it, we'll go for a COVID single player version. Okay. So doesn't seem that it's gonna work. It seems it's broken. So get ready, because I think you're gonna make it to the single player, and I wanna see you getting some satoshis, stacking some sats, getting those viruses, And let's see how that goes. Maybe it goes better than this multiplayer version, but we'll see. Okay, so it does not work. Okay, do it, and then if it doesn't work, I'll eventually do it randomly. I mean, I was playing before the multiplayer. That kind of fucked up things because it's always the same thing. In the live, there works. Okay, so feel free to stream it, and I will check it out. I mean, let's see if you can air some.
Are you talking to me or?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Okay. Give me a second. Need to load up the game. Right, and now I can share screen. Screen sharing is easiest with 2 monitors. Okay, I have 2 monitors. Share screen.
Yeah, you can select the application instead of the window.
Okay,
so now I can.
It went away.
Well, maybe not yet. Let me know when you're ready, and I put it in the stream.
There we go. Do you see the game now?
Yeah, let me know. Yeah.
All right, I think I'm playing. I'm not sure how to share the sound.
No, it's sharing. We are it's live.
All right. Can you hear?
Yeah.
Shooting.
Yeah. Okay, go for the viruses. Don't go that confident because it's complicated. So,
all right.
My advice: go back. If you're going to go that quick, that would be kind of a challenge. Go back. Now at the end, go to the left.
Out there.
Yeah, left again. All straight. Carry on all straight. Yeah, that direction. And now left again. Left. No, left. Okay, continue in that one. And now those are the viruses. Go for them. But watch out, they're coming at you. They're coming at you.
Is this the one?
Yeah. Wow. Now kill the bases. Those X, the green X. You have to kill them. Otherwise, the viruses keep spawning. Watch out because can you see the map in the top right? You have 28 viruses to kill, 28 bases to kill, which are the base with the X, and you have around 3 and 46 minutes. I mean, will you make it in time? So that's where the Satoshis are for.
I don't hear you so well. I can't shoot up.
You cannot shoot?
I can't shoot up.
No, yeah. In that version, the shooting aim range is a little bit limited, but you can still go for other. Let's go to the crypto room. Go to this is an Easter egg, which is pretty cool. If you go to the right and you continue kind of going through the side of the map, that side, yeah. Continue that all straight. Continue all straight on. Correct. Okay. Watch out. Now left. Maybe behind you. Watch out. Your health bar. Okay, maybe they're following you. Yeah. Kill them. You kill them. Okay. Check out. You have not much health left, eh?
Okay. I died. I was overwhelmed.
Okay, you got 500 satoshis though. Not bad.
Yeah.
So at least something is something, which is pretty cool. I mean, if you have a higher score,
Baby steps.
Yeah. I think you were over, man. I mean, yeah, they killed you. But sometimes when you get those kind of when you get those special rewards on top of them, you can see the skins you earn. It's pretty cool because people are swapping skins between each other, and that's pretty cool because they do it kind of peer-to-peer. So they have a Discord channel, they communicate and they say, hey, I'll send you this, I'll send you that, and they send you from wallet to wallet, and it's pretty cool. So that's pretty interesting. So they send from a liquid wallet to a liquid wallet, and that kind of make it interesting. So yeah. So
Cool.
I think that's gonna be pretty much it. If everything goes well, I will be able to stream the multiplayer. I've been trying so hard to actually stream it. We've been playing before the streaming. I cannot stop exiting the game and going back to play it. And we're gonna fix the last remaining bugs that are not ready yet. And this week, multiplayer is out. So we wanna do a special announcement on Twitter about this. And yeah, I wish I could show it. I mean, I've been playing all the time before this streaming. I don't know why it doesn't work now.
You want me to stop and you can show from your screen?
Yeah. Let's do it. Oh, it works now.
All right.
Nice. So let me go. There is only one person in the room, but I'm gonna play against that one. I wanna win. I'll try. At least share screen and share the application. The thing, like, I cannot play with you because it's only on Windows at the moment, but it will take 1 day or some 2 days to go. So I'm playing with some guys from the team here. So, oh man, I mean, it's hard to. I mean, these guys move so fast. So, one down, kill him. I mean, I haven't died yet, and in the map, I'm gonna take a good position here. So, I'm not sure who am I playing against yet. I think I'm playing with against a ninja. And that's basically it. Now, next things coming to the game is we're improving so much the incentive structure to make it more competitive and to have some cool experiences with, getting the skins, getting the Satoshis from the scheme and so on. We are improving much more the multiplayer scalability. So we will have parallel rooms where people can join to have multiplayer. They can also be playing and trade the skins for other skins, paying in Satoshis and everything. And what other things? So I'm mostly polishing the game as it is, because it's still a little bit buggy, as you can tell. And so I mean, that's the multiplayer. It works in the same way as other levels, a little bit buggy but that's how early access are, and that's how game development is. You never finish until it's a few years after, and then you have a cool game to display. So I cannot see anyone here. Maybe they are all around the map, probably, which the map is too big to showcase, but I'll be here around. So so that's pretty much it. I think that's everything. I'm gonna do the closing remarks right now. The multiplayer announcement will be around during this week, and so it's been a pleasure, Sergej. So you are welcome to come here at any time once we got this multiplayer ready. More stable, less buggy, and more fun.
Yeah, man. Looking forward to Light Nite World Domination.
Thanks.
To be working with you guys.
Let's do this Bitcoin mass adoption happening together.
Indeed.
Thank you for coming here. Bye-bye.